The deal is dead. Have you heard that recently? What are the most common reasons why a closing is facing delays or the closings die? I'm Aroosa Rauf, real estate broker with Remax Presidential, and in this video, I'm going to share with you the most common reasons why closings face delays or closings die. So the good news is that most home sales close on time. However, 1 in 4 homes, or 26% of home closings, are facing delays. 6% of closings die. So what are the most common reasons of these closing delays? Let me share that with you first, and then I will share with you why 6% of closings die. So the number one most common reason why a closing faces delays is because there are issues with the buyer obtaining financing. It is imperative that buyers do their research and find the appropriate lender based on their scenario, whether it's a low down payment, low credit score, self-employed, etc., etc. The number one reason, most common problem why a closing is facing delays is there are issues with the buyer obtaining financing. The second most common reason for closing delays is appraisal issues. The buyer has a contract to purchase a home for $300,000. The appraisal came back at $275,000. We have an issue with the appraisal. So it's also very important for you as a real estate agent, if you're working with the buyer, to check the recent sales in the neighborhood and to place an appropriate offer on the property so the buyer can make a decision on their scenario on how much they can place an offer for, so we can prevent that appraisal issue from happening. The third most common reason why closings are facing delays is title and deed issues. A lot of homeowners go to Office Depot and purchase a $10 quitclaim deed, and they do it wrong or incorrectly. So the third reason was that title company says there's an issue on title and there's an issue on the deed. So it's very important to check that from the beginning with your title company if there's going to be any issues. The fourth most common reason why closings are facing delays is problems related with the home inspection or the condition of the property. Many times us real estate agents go back with the seller and try to negotiate. Many times the seller says, nope, I'm selling it as is, take it or leave it. So home inspections, the condition of the property is a common problem. Lastly, something related to the contract and the contract contingencies. You had 20 days to provide your loan approval date. You've passed the 20 days. So issues with contingencies on contracts was the last common problem on closings facing delays. Now I'm going to share with you the 3 most common reasons why closings die. The number one most common reason was appraisal issues again. You have a contract to buy a home for $300,000. Appraisal came in at $275,000. We have an issue. So realtors, do your comps. Check the homes that have sold recently in the area and provide that report to your buyer so they can make an appropriate offer on that property. Number 2, why the deal has died is obtaining financing again. Buyers have to make sure in this competitive market, their credit, their down payment, their employment history and verification, if you're self-employed, your tax returns, all of these items need to be discussed with your lender. Lastly, number 3, why the deal dies is, again, home inspections. The property's condition came back poorly or not satisfactory to the buyer. So here you have the most common reasons why closings have delays or why the deal dies. Nevertheless, the housing market is very competitive, so it's very helpful and useful to you as a buyer, a seller, a realtor to know the most common problems related to delays as well as why the deals die. Stay tuned for my next video.